Let's talk. I need to push this back. Hey, 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 let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Hey, y'all. Let's talk about menopause. Menopause. Y'all, I gotta bring this closer because I can't see. Hey, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Let's talk. Let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk about menopause. Menopause, baby. And it's not when all the men pause, okay? It is not that at all. Let's talk about it. Let's share our menopausal stories. Yes. Let's share as a group, as a collective, when it comes to our menopause stories. Yes. Some could be very, very, very. I have to say, with me going through menopause, the only problem or the only issue that I've had is one time I was at the mall and at Belk at the mall, and I got so hot just out of nowhere, and that has never happened to where I got hot like out of nowhere. I mean, it felt like I was about to faint in the store, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta get out of here, I gotta get out of here, I can't stay. It was like that. It was just like a feeling that I never ever experienced before. And I was like, I was perspiring. I got real hot. I got weak. It felt like I was going to pass out when I was at the mall. And it was like my head started swimming. And I was just like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Baby, that hot flash came on me so quick. I ain't never had a hot flash since I've been going through menopause. I've never, ever, ever, ever had a hot flash. But I hear a lot of people say about when they have hot flashes, right? Well, that one hot flash that I had, it was enough for me. It was enough for me. Y'all, if if women are experiencing hot flashes way worse than the one that I experienced at Belk, oh gosh, my heart go out to you. My heart go out to all of you women that are experiencing like major hot flashes. Like I know this one lady with her hot flashes, she like pouring, she just be wringing wet with sweat out of nowhere, out of nowhere. The only issue I have is at night. I get hot and cold, hot and cold. So I throw the cover on, I throw the cover off, so I sleep. I sleep with the fan like I'm here and the fan is over here. And then I'll get cold, so I turn the fan off. Then I get hot, I turn the fan back. So I'll be back and forth with the fan. I reach over there, turn it off. Then a few minutes later, I done got cold, I turn off. That's the only issue that I have, thank God, because I just hear like people's stories about menopause, and I'm just like, my God, I couldn't imagine what a lot of a lot of women go through with menopause. Some is it's bad for some women, and I'm just so grateful that so far, I have not had any issues as far as the ones that I've heard a lot of women have with menopause. So I'm glad for that. Um, I guess I've been going through. I guess let me see. I started menopause in probably I'm 53 now. 49? 49. I started when I was 49. Um, yeah, 49. I was about to turn 50 when I started when my cycle stopped. And it wasn't regular anyway, so I was glad when it I was so glad when that thing was over. I didn't know what to do. But yeah, I haven't had, so it's been 3 years, and baby, that's been a blessing not to have a cycle. For me, a blessing, blessing. And if mine wasn't regular anyway, mine would come like as time went on. I guess I was going through, starting the process of premenopause, and mine would come like every few months, like that last year before I actually stopped my cycle. And I was glad. I was glad it would come every few months or whatever it would come. I was glad because I was ready to get that thing over with. Cause I didn't need it. I did not need that cycle, okay? But I tell you, with 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 my experience at this stage with menopause, it's like I don't feel like I'm going through it. Only difference is I don't have a cycle. But beyond that, like the stories that I hear from a lot of women, it's like, wow, oh my God, I feel so bad for you because a lot of women, it just is crippling for some women. And I'm just like, wow, oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know if I could. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know how how I would have dealt with like major menopause issues like a lot of women do, right? And I don't know. It's just our bodies go through so much. We as women go through so much. And it's just like, what else? What else? What else we got to put up with? What else we got to go through? You know? And it's like, you think, okay, once I don't have a cycle, I'm good. But then on the flip side, well, now you got to deal with what comes with not having a cycle, which is menopause. And it's like, oh, wow. It's good you don't have a cycle, but then on the other side, you have bad menopause, symptoms or whatever the case might be, then it's like, man, I might want that cycle back. It's like, it's just so crazy what we go through as women. It's just like, man, we gotta have these babies. We gotta go through that. Then you gotta go through the mental and the emotion when you're carrying the baby. Then after you give birth to the baby, then you gotta go through that process with, you might, your own emotional stuff. Then you got this baby you got to see about, and you already going through whatever your body going through after you done gave birth to this baby. And it's just, sometimes being a woman can be so overwhelming. I mean, sometimes it just be like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do today. I don't even know what I'm gonna do today because I got this, I got that, I got everything. And you could try to explain it to people, but unless they experience it themselves, then they won't never understand exactly what it is that you're trying to explain to them about how you feel and what you're going through and how your body feel and everything. Cause like, I don't have major menopause like a lot of women. So I could sympathize with, the major just breaking out in sweats and this and that, but I don't know how it feel because that's not my menopause. So it's like, wow, I'm like, wow, really? Wow. I mean, you just sitting there, next thing you know, you just break out sweating, and it's like, wow, it's amazing what our bodies go through as women. It's just like, wow. So, yeah. So, and I'm pretty sure they have groups, like menopause groups and stuff for us um, to join, because going through your body going through all kind of changes. That's a lot of emotions. That's a lot to deal with, and it's just like on top of everything else. On top of everything else, and it's just so crazy because you think like, I just want to get rid of this cycle. I just want this cycle to go. And you don't think about what after the cycle go, there's another process after the cycle is done. And it's just like, wow. It just it's like, wow. Wow. What else we gotta go through? What else do we have to go through? And then as we age as women, now we dealing with that part. We dealing with aging. You know, we're starting to get a little wrinkles under our eyes. We're starting to get a little wrinkles around this part of our eyes. Stuff started to droop. So it's like, what else? What else is there? But what I'm learning about aging, for me at 53, when I tell you I am enjoying the process of aging, I love it. The only thing I don't really care for, I'm okay with it, but it's this gray hair. Baby, I color my gray hair, and it's so bad around my edges. I color my hair, within a week, that gray is back. That's the only issue I have, and I don't think that's got nothing to do with age, because they have young people that have gray hair. But that's the only issue. Sometime when the gray get to be too much, I'm like, oh, I got to color this. But I am really enjoying the process of aging, because for me, when I turned 50, it was something about turning 50 for me. It was like I started to see things different. My way of thinking started to change. My needs started to change. Just, I started to change from the inside when I turned 50. It it was just something about turning 50 for me that was like eye-opening. It was eye-opening for me turning 50. And it's just like, and then when I turned 51, I turned 52, I turned 53, and it was just like, wow, wow. I felt like when I turned 50, I felt like that's when I had started to become a woman, when I turned 50. Because I felt like something just clicked for me when I turned 50 years old. And it was like my whole being was just so much better. It was just, and I didn't really do anything different. The only thing different that I did when I turned 50, I started to exercise. I started to wanted to be better as far as my weight, get my weight down, and start trying to eat a little bit better than what I had been eating. So that's what I did when I turned 50. I may be going into 50. Yeah, probably about 50. And but it's just so crazy. It's just so crazy how, as you begin to age from 50, and then as you 51, 52, 53, where I'm at now, and I'm just like, wow, I am so glad to be 53 years old. I am so glad of all of my experiences that I've had back there, that's behind me, because all of those life experiences for me and everything that I've been through, it just set me up for where I'm at now, mentally and emotionally. But when you going through all of that stuff, it's like, it's just weighing you down. It's just weighing you down, but you don't realize it's building you up, and it's preparing you for when you turn 50 and 51 and 52 and on and on and on and on. But I am loving aging. I am loving the process of aging. And it's just so amazing. And when I was young, I didn't even think about getting old. Probably a lot of us. I ain't think about my mama getting old or anything. I never thought about getting old. That never ever crossed my mind about being 53. Never in a million years. Now I don't know why I didn't think about that, but I just never thought about getting older and being 50, 51, 52, 53. Now I'm like, Lord, give me 54, give me 55, give me 80, give me 85, give me 90, give me 100. All this I want in good health, to have good health and stuff. But yeah, I'm just enjoying aging. Oh my gosh. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. I am learning so much at this stage in my life. Gosh, I'm learning. I feel like from 50 to 53, I have learned so much about me than I ever, ever knew before. And it's just so crazy. I guess because I've always taken care of everybody else, and I've never taken time out to take care of myself properly because I was so concerned with making sure everybody else was taken care of at my expense, at my emotional expense, my mental expense, my financial expense, all of that. And at the time, that's what I thought that I was supposed to do, because growing up, you're not taught to take care of you first. You're taught to take care of everybody else. And then somewhere along the line, you'll come up and figure out what you need to do for you. But now at 53, mm-mm, mm-mm. You take care of you first. You take care of you first. Because if you don't take care of you first, you're going to break down in many different ways. And once you break down and you can, can't do for yourself like you used to, then you're going to see all those people that you did everything for, they ain't going to be nowhere around. They ain't going to be gone. They ain't going to have time for you. So you know what I said? When I turned 50, I was like, I don't care. I don't give a crap. I'm putting me first. I'm taking care of my health, my mental health, my emotional health, my financial health. I'm doing all that for me. Because if you don't look out for you first, nobody gonna look out for you the way you're gonna look out for you. I had to take my health, which is my health. This is my body. This is my 53-year-old body. So I had to take my health to make sure that it was always important to me, but I guess not as important as it should have been. Because if it was, I wouldn't have been overweight because I would have paid attention to what I was doing, eating and all that stuff, what I should have been eating or whatever the case was. But I'm telling you, it's just now I'm just loving life. I am loving life. I'm loving these on and off, throw the cover on and off, menopause flashes at night. But it's so funny. During the day, I don't get hot. I don't get cold. But at night, when I go get in that bed, I'm going to throw that cover on and off. And I'm going to turn that fan on and off till I get real sleepy. Then it be on all night because I'm sleeping. But before I go to sleep, I'm going to turn that fan on and off about 10 times. 5 on, 5 off. No, well, 6 on, 5 off. Yeah, because I be like, dang. And then I had a heater on. Ain't that crazy? I had a heater on. Cause I be hot. And it's winter time, but it's some nights it's not cold, but I still run my heater. My heater just came on just now, so I always have my heater on. Yeah, I sure do. But I'm gonna go because I gotta get myself together so I can because I gotta get to the gym in the morning at 6 o'clock. So I have to go. But yeah, this menopause thing is yeah, it's it's different at night for me. But hey, I'll deal with it. I'm healthy. I'll deal with it. Okay, thank y'all so much for joining the live. Let's talk about menopause. All right, y'all. I will talk to you all later. You have a great night. Thanks for joining. Bye, y'all. Take care. Bye bye.